dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky. This is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Well, it's only Tuesday and I'm reading the wrong thing. Good morning to you. I'm Dakota Makris, and let's head over to Brandon for a look at that forecast. Brandon, it was a mild start yesterday to the morning, and now it's cold again.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think we need to buckle up for another roller coaster for the remainder of the week.
Definitely a roller coaster as we head through this week, because we're going to go from snow chances tonight and tomorrow morning to storm chances by Saturday, and temperatures could be in the upper 60s early in the day. So yeah, big changes this week. Let's talk about this morning though first as we take a look at our temperatures, and you'll see they're in the 20s and 30s across our region. Expected to see those drop just a little bit more there by 7 o'clock. We actually put 24 for 7 o'clock, so we're going to continue to see that. Here is the biggest change. 40 degrees colder this morning than it was this time yesterday in Somerset and Monticello, basically that in London and Williamsburg, and 30+ degrees colder in a lot of spots this morning. So you'll need a little extra on the coffee meter or max warming, especially if you're in one of those colder areas. But for your breakfast forecast, I don't think you'll need too much extra for today. I think you'll be in pretty good shape as a mix of sun and clouds come through the region. And we'll talk about who could see more clouds than sun and who could see more sun than clouds coming up here in just a little bit. Dakota?
All right, Brendan, thank you very much. Well, Kentucky Derby winner Melina Spirit collapsed and died after a workout at Santa Anita. Now, the 3-year-old colt, trained by Bob Baffert, had just completed 5 furlongs in his second workout since finishing second in the Breeders' Cup Classic a month ago at Del Mar. Baffert confirmed the colt's death and attributed it to a heart attack. Dale Romans, another horse trainer, had this to say when asked what the biggest takeaway is in all of this.
I mean, horses can die like this. They can do anything people can do. They can get pneumonia, they can have strokes, they can have seizures, they can have heart attacks, just like a human. And I mean, I would venture out to say it has nothing to do with something Bob's done negative. It just puts another dark cloud over his stable.
Melina Spirit will undergo a full autopsy, which is required by the California Horse Racing Board. In his last race, Melina Spirit finished second in the $6 million Breeders' Cup Classic at Del Mar a month ago. Staff and students at a Southern West Virginia Community and Technical College are mourning the loss of one of their own after longtime professor Chuck Puckett died Saturday. Puckett died after a car crash in Logan, West Virginia. His students say Southern will never be the same after losing their favorite teacher.
He always tried to throw in a little joke here and there, and it was great. He made class fun. It wasn't just one of these old, boring classes. It was a very exciting class.
Puckett worked as a science professor for 22 years at the college, involved in the school's faculty senate and serving on numerous committees. Governor Andy Beshear is ordering flags lowered to half-staff on Thursday in honor of former Senator Bob Dole, who died Sunday. Dole was the second longest-serving Republican member of the United States Senate, surpassed only by Kentucky's Mitch McConnell. He was also instrumental in raising money for the World War II memorial in Washington, D.C. after his political career ended. Dole will lie in state in the U.S. Capitol on Thursday. Well, Senator Mitch McConnell delivered remarks yesterday on the Senate floor regarding the death of Senator Dole. He said, quote, "It is hard to believe it's been 25 years since Senator Robert J. Dole took leave of the Senate. It's even harder to believe he passed away this past weekend. Not because it comes as a shock to say goodbye to an elder statesman at the age 98, but because our colleague was still so energetic, so involved, and so forward-looking right through to his final months," end quote. Well, we are nearing 800,000 COVID cases in the Commonwealth, and we reached the highest COVID-19 case count in 9 weeks. The state reported 1,347 new cases yesterday, bringing our case total to 799,695. We had 63 new deaths as well, putting the Commonwealth's total deaths at 11,289. The positivity rate is now a little more than 9.10%. And you can always find the latest COVID-19 information over on WYMT.com. Well, discussions on masking at schools are now returning here in the Commonwealth, and one county school system out in Jessamine County is reinstating a mask requirement for students, staff, and visitors. The move comes as cases both in the county and across the Commonwealth are increasing. Board of Education members here in Perry County are planning to discuss mask requirements during a meeting Thursday. Well, the relationship between social media and mental health has been the subject of a lot of debate. A new study that says depression and social media go hand in hand. A JAMA Network survey follows a year-long look at the social media use and onset of depression among nearly 5,400 adults, revealing depression status had worsened in some people. The risk increased with the use of three hugely popular social media sites: Snapchat, Facebook, and TikTok. Dr. Stephen Taylor, Chief Medical Officer at U of L Health, is reminding people to think twice about what they see on social media.
The real us is not on display. Just something as simple as me posting vacation pictures could be so much meaning in there. I could be wishing that all of my friends were there with me, or I could be sort of narcissistically saying, look where I am and you aren't.
He adds the easy thing to do is log off, but understands that may not always be possible as social media is now a prominent part of many careers, suggesting that when you cannot limit your screen time, be aware of how it is making you feel. Some money is on the way for 16 rural Kentucky businesses to help improve their energy efficiency. Officials with the United States Department of Agriculture are investing nearly $900,000 on these businesses. The grant money is part of the Build Back Better agenda that the Biden-Harris administration are implementing to help combat against the global warming climate crisis. Well, thank you so much for getting your day started with us here on Mountain News this morning. The time is 5:06. When we come back, hundreds of skiers dressed as Old St. Nick himself have some fun on the slopes. We'll have those details on the way.
See a little bit of Grinch in that picture too there. Snow, storms, above average temperatures, they are all possible in the next 5 days. Yes, you heard that right, 5 days. I'll have the wild forecast in about 3 minutes.